I am not gonna lie to you guys. I'm sweating to death right now. It's not even hot outside. It's just so hot in here with all these lights. That being said, we're here to answer one question and one question only. Does full frame matter? Now, maybe you're new to photography, videography, or maybe you've been doing this for a while like me and you're just relearning a bunch of stuff, but there's always that question in your mind, do I need to spend the money on a full frame camera? Now, there's a huge debate whether it's worth it, whether it's not worth it, what are the pros and what are the cons. I'm just gonna give you a video that uses pure example. The first half of this video is recorded with a regular camera that's not full frame. And then the second half of this video will be recorded with a full frame camera. And you guys let me know which one you guys like better. This will also help you guys make a decision. Now, just to give you guys a little bit of a rundown, there's tons of cameras you can pick from. There's Sony, there's Canon, there's Nikon. I, unfortunately, after much deliberation, and I used to be a Sony hater, have figured out that Sony provides the best bang for buck image quality in 2023 when it comes to cameras. So unfortunately, I sold all my old gear and invested into Sony. Now, the Sony ecosystem is not a bad ecosystem to invest in because they have the Sony E-mount. And the Sony E-mount has been around for such a long time. They have so many different options for glass, whether it's native Sony glass or third-party glass, that really can get whatever perspective you want out of any camera that they have. They've got wide lens, they got telephoto lenses, they got zoom lenses, they've got amazing primes that are fast. They have it all. Some of my favorite lenses, it's funny, every time I try to record these videos, everybody wants to hit me up. Drives me crazy. With that being said, they have a lens for everybody and anybody. If you want to do talking head videos, you got it. If you want to shoot portraits, you got it. If you want to do cinematography type video, you got it. Now, I think at some point, everybody's going to want a full frame camera. It's just a logical next step when you're upgrading equipment. A lot of people start with those stupid little Rode mics, the giant square ones, then they upgrade to the DJI ones, which is the nice little light ones. I actually have those. I love those mics. I dropped a video about it. You guys should check it out. Full frame cameras provide a certain type of look. For me, it's not really about the look, it's about the low light performance. Now, I live in New York City where it gets extremely dark and extremely bright. There's tons of shadows and buildings, you're in and out of subways, the gym is dark, there's moody lighting, it's very creative. So I need a camera that really has good low light performance, or I need a fast lens. So when choosing a camera, I did so much research and I kind of got brainwashed into watching so many videos, which we all go down this rabbit hole. And I ended up getting so many different cameras that I tried, which I should make a video about at some point, until I found a camera that really worked for me. And then I found a cheaper version of that camera that also works for me. Now, I'm not going to hold this secret any longer. Right now, you're looking at the ZV1F. Yes, the 1F, the one that doesn't even have a crop sensor. It's like a 1-inch sensor. Now, this little camera is amazing. It really has a nice wide perspective. You can zoom in it, which I don't really do because it loses image quality, but it's a perfect walking, vlogging, self-content creation camera. For the low, I bought this one used for about $400. And with a couple accessories, it becomes the ultimate content creation camera. It has a microphone port, it has USB-C. So right now I'm talking through this really nice mic, really nice, debatable also, but you know what it sounds like. And the image is decent. It's better than using your iPhone, not because the iPhone doesn't deliver a good image. I love my iPhone. My iPhone goes with me everywhere, but I'll kill the battery on my iPhone in New York City, using it, running around, taking content, and then I'm SOL. I can't listen to music. I can't like look up directions. I can't pay for the subway. So I really want to have a actual camera with me that I can set down and record myself. Now, before I stumbled upon the ZV1F, which I should have taken into consideration way before, I tried out different cameras. I saw the Sony FX30, tried that, loved it, very big, very bulky, not a great camera to carry around on a daily basis. This is more pocketable. I probably would have kept the FX30, thinking about it now. If I knew the ZV1F existed, I would have just got both of them. But on my quest to find the best camera for image quality that produced amazing results and is easy to use and pocketable and all this other stuff, I accidentally stumbled upon the Sony A7C. I don't even know if you can see that little badge. But the Sony A7C is a full frame camera in an APS-C size body. This camera's tiny. It's really like compact. Let me take the lens off. We'll talk about the lens in a second. This is the body right here. It's a nice small body. I have this cool bracket on there that I can hook onto my crossbody bag. And I love it. It's small, it's lightweight. It has amazing image quality, amazing image quality when you pair with a great lens. In low light, forget about it. My friends are like, how do you take such great images? How's the color so good? How's the noise so good? And it's a Sony A7C. This sensor is amazing. In this compact package, and just like pop it open, front facing screen, you can vlog. Probably exposing way too much of my room right now. Yeah, great camera, love it. It has some ergonomic flaws, but you can't have everything. Like, I wish I had big old tally lights, but that's when I have this lens. This lens right here has tally lights built in. It's a cinema lens. I put some protective film on there so you can't really see what it looks like out of factory, but it's a nice, sleek, stealthy package. It's amazing for taking self content. It is a little bit bigger than I would want, but it's the happy medium. It's like the ZV1F and the FX30 happy medium all around camera. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to plug in the A7C, which is my full frame camera, and you can see the difference. The perspective is going to be different. This is 20, which is wider. Just for shits and giggles, let me zoom in. I would assume this is a maybe 24. Let's assume this is like a 24. This is 1.4 times 20. This is 1.4 zoom. You can guesstimate what it looks like. Does it look better? Does it look worse? But this focal length is going to be more similar to this 24, which is on here, which I'll show you right now. Okay, so for the sake of continuity, I didn't move this light. I probably would have lowered this light ever so slightly, but this is 24 millimeters that you're looking at. I moved the camera back ever so slightly because it was tight. It was like chopping off my head, but this is the perspective that a full frame camera gives you. And to me, this looks amazing. Full frame really does give you a certain level of depth of field that just gives you a professionalism to your videos. Now, you don't need to have that level of professionalism in your videos when you're producing content. I don't think it's necessary. You can get away with what this produces right here, this tiny little camera, which is the Sony ZV1F. I also have a bracket on here and that Peak Design plate, so I can like put it on my chest and I can vlog with this. This camera's amazing. It's small, it's lightweight. I just flip it open, I set it down on wherever I'm at, and I just start recording myself. And it takes great images as well. This is a better option for vlogging and walking the street than the Sony A7C. The Sony A7C, as compact and nice as it is, it's a me thing. I just don't feel comfortable using that. Walking down the street with this camera and the mic on top, which I have to vlog, I haven't really felt the need to vlog my day in that capacity. A lot of people are doing more cinematic style vlogs anyway, so that's the way I would use it. And if I would have known this camera existed, I probably would have kept my FX30 to shoot these types of talking head videos in my space, and then just use this as my daily camera. Because having one camera that you take out every day is kind of dangerous in terms of like dropping it or breaking it or getting damaged. I shoot a lot of reels. They're on my Instagram, workout content. So I'm at like a workout class and people are jumping around, people are dropping weights, different things like that. And my camera is kind of in the line of fire. I'm putting that camera at risk, and I'd rather break something that costs $400 or $300 that's easy to replace than $2,000 for the A7C. Now, I didn't pay $2,000 for the Sony A7C. I only paid about $15. I got it at B&H used, and it was in great condition. And it is an amazing camera. I really do love it. For all the ergonomic quirks that it has, people complain too much. They're not grateful. We have such an amazing choice of technology and cameras. I remember when I started doing photography back in 2010, a million years ago, there weren't these great options. So yeah, that being said, this is your full frame image. You tell me if you like it better. I know I like it better. It is, in my opinion, if you have the money for it, go for it. Go straight for full frame. If you're on a budget and you want to produce content and you want something that's small, easy to use, lightweight, portable, because if you don't take the camera with you, it doesn't matter. You can buy the best camera in the world, and if you don't take it with you and you don't turn on, hit record, like they say at Think Media, it's not going to matter. So this is the camera, the ZV1F. And the ZV1F is kind of like idiot proof. If you want to know how to use the settings on this and you do the research, you can control this camera to get amazing images. And if you're just outside on a bright sunny day and you put it on auto, you'll get amazing images as well. And this is not APS-C. Like I said, I think this is a 1-inch sensor. So I've already made my conclusion. I own both cameras. This one's actually my girlfriend's camera. She uses this to vlog and do makeup videos. I borrow it from time to time, but the Sony A7C full frame does matter. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time when I'm probably trying out another camera. I know I made some videos about the Canon R8. I really wanted to try that camera, but right now I don't have the funds to buy it, and I don't honestly feel the need to get that camera because I have the Sony A7C. I'm kind of happy with this purchase, but you never know what can happen, and I could pick one up randomly because I'm reckless with money like that. So stay tuned and maybe you'll see it, or maybe not.